June 26. 285 B.C. Dionysius of Alexandria began his astronomical era. He was the first to find the exact limits of the solar year, which he made to consist of 365 days, 5 hours, 49 minutes. 44 B.C. The memorable conference between Brutus and Cassius, and Cicero at Antium. 363. Julian, Emperor of Rome, died, aged 32. He was elected by his soldiery, on the death of Constantius, and soon declared himself a pagan. He was learned and, in his private character, respectable. 1276. Innocent V Peter de Tarentaise, Pope of Rome, died. 1541. Francisco Pizarro, the Spanish adventurer, assassinated in his own palace, at noonday, by the friends of Almagro, at the age of 63. 1569. Victorius Sturgilius died, a learned professor at Leipzig, and one of Luther's first disciples. 1574. Gabriel de Montgomery, a zealous Protestant nobleman, beheaded at Paris by order of Catherine, who sacrificed him to her unjust revenge. 1657. Oliver Cromwell solemnly inaugurated Lord Protector. 1685. Rumbold, the maltster who contrived the Rye House plot, taken and executed at Edinburgh. 1688. Ralph Godworth, a celebrated English divine, died. He was a man of extensive erudition, well skilled in the languages, an able philosopher, an acute mathematician, and a profound metaphysician. 1691. John Flavel died, an English divine, author of Navigation and Husbandry Spiritualized, etc. 1696. Portsmouth Plain, New Hampshire, attacked by the Indians. 5 houses were assaulted at once, early in the morning, and 14 persons killed on the spot. 1 was scalped and left for dead, but afterwards recovered. 1708. The act vacating extravagant grants of land in New York confirmed. 1719. Alexis Petrovitz, only son of Peter the Great of Russia, died in prison. His intemperance alienated him from his father, and he died in prison under sentence of death. 1748. Indian Battle of Marlborough, Vermont. Captain Hobbs with 40 men from No. 4, Charlestown on his march through the woods was attacked by a large body of Indians. Without the least knowledge of their force, Hobbs instantly gave them a well-directed fire, which checked their impetuosity. A sharp action ensued of 4 hours, without either side yielding an inch of their original ground. Sackett, who led the Indians, finally ordered a retreat, carrying off the dead and wounded. 3 of the English were killed, and as many wounded. This defense was considered at the time a masterpiece of bravery, the Indians being estimated 4-1 of the English. 1749. A conspiracy discovered at Malta against the Knights. 125 slaves suffer death. 1752. Galileo Alberoni, a Spanish statesman, died, aged 89. He was the son of a gardener, and became a great and ambitious man. 1782. Slavery entirely abolished in Austrian Poland. 1784. Tsar Rodney, President of Delaware, died, aged about 54. He voted for the Declaration of Independence, and was enabled to afford efficient aid to Washington in the prosecution of the war. His death is usually placed in 1783. 1793. Gilbert White, an English naturalist and antiquary, died. 1794. Battle of Fleurus, in Belgium. The Allies defeated by the French under Jourdan, after a contest of 15 hours. On this occasion, Queudel and Renaud, with 2 officers, reconnoitered the contending armies in an air balloon. 1795. Peter Demers died, a French surgeon and oculist, known for his dexterity, and author of some professional works. 1799. The first newspaper at Brooklyn, New York, issued. 1799. Naples surrendered to Lord Nelson, on which occasion Ferdinand created him Duke of Bronte. Bronte was the forge of Cyclops, on which he forged the thunder of Jove. He also presented him with an estate worth $18,000 per annum, and a sword valued at 60,000 ducats. 1807. British Order in Council, blockading the Ems and rivers on the Baltic. 1807. Conference on the River Niemen between Bonaparte, Alexander of Russia and Frederick William of Prussia. 1810. Joseph Montgolfier, the celebrated inventor of balloons, died. 1814. Attack of the American flotilla and Marines under Commodore Barney, upon 2 British frigates moored at St. Leonard's Creek, which were compelled to retire. 1830. George IV, of England, died. 1831. Cholera made its appearance at St. Petersburg. The number of cases in the first 18 days, 4,916. Deaths, 2,219. 1834. Gilbert Blaine, a distinguished Scottish physician, died, aged 85. His career was marked by a zeal for the mitigation of the evils of war and to sea life, and a diligent cultivation and exertion of solid talents. 1835. Enoch Crosby, the Harvey Birch of Cooper's spy, died. His services were of great benefit to the Commander-in-Chief during a part of the Revolutionary War. 1848. John J. DeGraff died at Schenectady, formerly a representative in Congress. 1848. Edward B. Phillips died at Brattleboro, leaving an immense fortune, which he did not know how to enjoy. He bequeathed Harvard University $100,000. 1849. Panama Railroad stock $1 million subscribed, without effort, in New York City. 1849. The great crevasse in the levee of the Mississippi River was stopped. 1852. Ralph Wormley, a British admiral, died at Utica, New York. He was retired from actual service, and had resided for some time in Boston. 1853. The Tsar of Russia issued a manifesto respecting the Turkish question to his own subjects, pretending to act as the champion of Christianity. 1855. John J. Guillaume, a Mississippi jurist, died, aged 54. He held various important offices of state with ability.